Okay. Hi, everybody. We might be about a minute early or so, but that's okay because we're in the car driving today doing the Ask Me Anything. So the deal today is that because we're in the car, Cole is going to ask me the questions, and Bryce has got the timer, and I'm going to drive. But here's the deal. I think I should get more than 60 seconds to answer the question because I also have to navigate traffic at the same time. So that's kind of what my plan is to do that. But the reason we're doing the questions in 60 seconds or less is because you don't always have 20 minutes to answer a question if someone asks you a question. So I'm trying to give you a quick answer, how I'd answer a question in 60 seconds to help you with the conversation. All right? So looks like we got a bunch of people checking in here today, and I'm glad you're with us. I hope you can hear us okay. Again, like I said, we're in the car today. So, Cole, you're going to have to give me the questions nice and loud. He got these questions that you sent in today, and let's see how good Cole is at reading the questions. Bryce, you got the timer?
Yep, we got the timer.
Okay, all right. Let's see how this goes today. Here we go. You're Ask Me Anything, 60 seconds or less. Cole, what's the first question?
How do we know that our KJV hasn't been manipulated by humans over the course of history?
Okay, so the question is, how do we know the KJV hasn't been manipulated over the course of history? All right, ready, Bryce?
Yep.
Okay, here we go. Here's my answer. The Bible says in Deuteronomy that no one should add or detract from it. The Bible says in the book of Psalms that God promises to preserve His Word. So I'm going to take it by faith that God preserves His Word. Here's what I do know about the King James. The King James Version has always been a very public version, always been out in people's sight. So I'm sure people have tried to manipulate it, but because it's not copyrighted, because it's out in the public view and always has been, people have always known when people have tried to manipulate it. The King James is good because it's word for word translation. It's not a thought for thought. So it's word for word translation. And I'm going to stick with Psalms. It says God promises to preserve His Word. How are we doing, Bryce?
Stop. 45 seconds.
Oh, hey, 45 seconds. So I'm on the road, and I did that in 45 seconds. I think that's pretty good. Hopefully this is working. I don't know. We may lose cell service out here. Okay, Cole. Next question. We're ready.
What does the Bible say about death penalty?
So what does the Bible say about the death penalty? All right, Bryce, ready?
Yep. Here we go.
All right, here we go. Death penalty. So I know this, that we're created in God's image. I know that the book of Genesis talks about if someone sheds blood, then their blood needs to be shed. I know that Moses, the law of Moses was told about having a death penalty. I do know that Paul mentioned in the book of Romans that we're to submit to authority and be afraid because of the sword that authority carries. Obviously, sword being for execution. So I think there's just, it's very resistant or very hesitant to use the death penalty. I think there's very clear times when you would or wouldn't use it. But I think the Bible is pretty clear that if someone sheds blood, that their blood needs to be shed. But again, it's not loosely done. It's very resistant, very restrictive to that.
55 seconds.
55 seconds. All right. I'm probably going shorter today on the answers because I'm driving down the highway and I'm a little nervous to talk long. So, all right. Go ahead. Ready for the next question.
When we die and our spirit goes home to be with the Lord while our body is still on earth, will we meet our loved ones who have gone on before us?
All right. Who asked that hard question? Okay, Bryce, right on the clock?
Yep.
All right, Bryce has got the clock. Here we go. Ready? So will we know those after we die, as we're still in our spirit form before our bodies are resurrected? Okay, so I know this, that David said in Samuel that when his son died, he would be with his son. And I'll take that literally, meaning that when David dies, he's going to be with his son. I know that the Bible says absent with the body, present with the Lord. So we're going to be with the Lord. I know the rich man and Lazarus recognized each other. And I know that at the transfiguration of Jesus, that they recognized Elijah and Moses. So that tells me that prior to our bodily resurrection, which we know will happen, obviously there is some recognition somehow in the spirit form. How that happens, I don't know. What that's going to look like, I don't know. But I believe after we die, we will recognize those that have gone on before us prior to our bodily resurrection at the rapture. That's the best guess I got. How do we do, Bryce?
1 minute, 9 seconds.
Oh, I was 9 seconds over. Okay, well, I'll blame the guy in the car over there that was trying to cut me off. So, okay, everybody, listen, thanks for tuning in today. Kind of fun. I don't know, something different. Let's see. Sunday morning at 10, we got a kids program. Sunday morning at 11, we got a worship service. We're going to be in the book of Acts, chapter 19. You may want to read the first 7 verses. Sunday night at 6, we're going to talk about prayer, and we're going to spend time praying for your prayer requests. Friday night at 7, our RU program, and I want you to tune in for that. Mr. Matt Crownover is going to spend some time talking about addiction recovery in the Bible with us. So Friday night at 7 is going to be fun too. Okay, I love you guys. Hope everything's well. Keep us in prayer. If you need something, call the church, and send in some more questions. I think I could use some more questions. So send them in on Facebook or text them to the church or email them, and we'll give them to Cole or Amy. And then next Tuesday we'll do our best to answer your questions. All right? Okay, everybody, have a great day. God bless, and pray for me as I'm driving. All right, take care. All right, Amy, I don't know how to turn that off.